I went into Chapter 0 of Fire Brigade of Flames, or Enen no Shobutai. Apologies if I screwed up that Japanese title, but I'll be calling it Fire Brigade of Flames. So, I went into Chapter 0, the prologue that sets the premise and the characters and all that. I went into it with no expectations. The description on Kiss Manga, where I was reading it, didn't give me much to go off of. So, I heard good things, and I wanted to go check it out. And apparently, Fire Brigade of Flames is from the same author of Soul Eater. The Soul Eater manga is over, and I've seen the anime. I have read up on to a certain point in the manga. I haven't finished it. It's on my list to finish, but I will say the similarities in art styles and all is just like the way they drew the flames, like the ball of flame in one of the color panels, or just the little skulls and all that, reminded me of Death. The Death of Shinigami from Soul Eater. The art, even the backdrop and all that, with the train to the buildings, that had a really Soul Eater kind of feel to it, and I really like that about this. I'm glad that he's branching out and he's already started a new manga, and just from reading this chapter alone, this is my first impressions on it. This series is going to get very, very, very good. Chapter 0 was already insanely good, in my personal opinion. You may not like it, but as it stands, I enjoyed it. I found it well beyond just interesting. I like the characters, how they pretty much introduced the characters, set the premise, and went into some depth explaining already. So once I get to chapter 1 and 2 and all that, and this I think is a weekly manga, it's gonna get even better for me. We don't need to spend extra times like chapters 1 through 10 getting to know all the characters. We gotta know them all at once. We don't know them fully, we don't know their backstories, but we are introduced to them. We know a little bit about their personality. And just going off from what we were given in chapter 0, this is remaining bookmarked on mine. I'm reviewing every chapter. I'm going to love every chapter, I could tell, because just the very first chapter, chapter 0, was phenomenal. I like the premise. We have badass firefighters that literally slay flame people. And the art style for those flame people. Okay. Let me backtrack a couple seconds. So, the premise is, basically, they live in a world where people can suddenly combust. Spontaneous human combustion, or the human combustion phenomenon. Where people will suddenly, randomly, get set on fire, and they turn into these flame people that rampage and set fire to things and kill and all that. That's the first generation of flame people. The second generation of flame people have adapted. They can't combust as easily, but they can manipulate their flames and fight against the first generation. And then the third generation, which is our main character, Shinra, I believe his name is, he's the third generation, and they can fully combust, they can easily manipulate their powers, and they're more like demons. Apparently the third generation leaves demonic footprints, like when they combust and all that, it scorches the ground and leaves like demonic footprints. RMC is something else. Apparently whenever he gets anxious or tense kind of thing, he smiles uncontrollably. So it's kind of hard sometimes to tell when he's not shaking if he's actually smiling on purpose or not. And he has, apparently, some bad reputation when he was going through some training. Apparently he turned into a demon, maybe? This is my theorizing. He turned into one of the flame people and killed someone or something. And as a child, he was smiling after they calmed him down or something. That smile was fucking creepy. And now our main character, Shinra, wants to become a hero. So he joins the 8th Brigade, the 8th Firefighter Brigade and all that. where it consists of 5 people: Shinra, the captain, the nun, 2 women. One's the nun and everything, and then the other one I think is the mechanic. Maybe, I don't know. We might learn more. I will say, I love the character designs. The main character is super fucking creepy. Well, also pretty badass. Like, he has powers and all that. And the impressions I'm getting in this series is going to quickly rise the ranks of popularity. Chapter fucking 0 was this good. If you haven't read Fire Brigade of Flames Chapter 0 or 1 or 2, I haven't read 1 or 2 yet. I'll be getting to those in the next few days. Go read it. There'll be a link down in the description, so go check that out. And tell me your thoughts in the comments below, because damn. Damn. And to see these firefighters, I love the whole aspect of the firefighters fighting flame people. I don't even think I've read a manga. I've been into anime and manga for quite a while, but I don't think I've ever encountered a manga that focuses on firefighters or adds this kind of supernatural element to them. This is so fucking good. It's so good. And then we even had the little bit of a classic, a shower scene already in Chapter 0. Boobs, butts, action, flame people, firefighter badassness. Creepy but kind of cool main character. An interesting premise. I'm sticking with it. Just going on my impressions of Chapter 0 alone. I can't wait to learn more about these characters, to see what kind of epic battles are going. Towards the end of this chapter, they're off onto Flame People appeared, and they're now going off and going to fight them, which will lead up into Chapter 1. This was a nice prologue chapter. It really was. Just my levels of enjoyment. It's off screen. Hey, you can see my shadow. It's good. That's all I really have to say about it. It's good. The premise is interesting. The main character and the other characters that have been introduced are pretty cool. I love the designs of the flame people. I'll probably have a picture flash on screen here of the flame people so you can see the fucking... That design is beast. No doubt about it, it's fucking beast. I want more chapters. I really do. If it's getting this good already from Chapter fucking 0, and if they continue on that greatness, I'm gonna have to go and quickly catch up on Soul Eater, finish that off, and check out any other works this author has done, because damn. So yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Did you like Chapter 0? Do you like the fact that the Soul Eater writer is branching out? Did you like the whole spontaneous human combustion? I like that. I like how they're adding that in. What do you think about the main character so far? No spoilers from Chapter 1 and 2, please, in the comments. I'll probably delete them if you guys post spoilers, but yeah. This was good. Be sure to leave a like, comment, or subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, talks, as usual. This is Outdoors Nation, my lovely community, citizens, and civilians. I'll see you guys in the next review, so have a good day. Watch lots of anime. Read lots of manga. Read Fire Brigade of Flames Chapter 0, 1, and 2. And follow the links down in the description where you can go and add me on Twitter, add me on Facebook, and go check out Chapter 0 of this. I highly recommend it already. Bye-bye, guys.